Okay, so we are jumping right in with this video. I will be showing you the neutral chocolate dip powder kit from AzureBeauty. Thank you to AzureBeauty for sending this to me to review. This is the packaging, very pretty pastel packaging, and you can get this kit on Amazon. The links will be in the description box for this. This is the 20-piece dip kit. As you can see, it comes with a lot of things, including a file. It has a coarse side and a medium side. Also comes with this nice little business card from AzureBeauty, along with a dip powder kit flyer with instructions, which I will be following in this video. Also, it comes with 2 extra brushes, just in case your other brushes get, hard or dried out. And it comes with the base coat, your applicator, your gel top coat, and a brush saver. The brush saver is in the event that your brushes get hard through using the base coat or the applicator or the gel polish. It also comes with the cuticle pusher and this fluffy brush. Here is an overview of all 20 shades in this dip powder kit. So I will be going in a little bit more detail of the colors. So if there's any color that you want to see a little bit more up close, please feel free to, pause the video, write the number down, because these colors do not have names, they have numbers. So yes, feel free to do that. But there are a range of shades in this kit, from your dark browns, your very light neutrals, some grays, and also some glitters in here. And I love a little shedangliness, a little razzle dazzle. So I was very happy to see the glitter in the kit. So here I am pushing back my cuticle with the cuticle pushing tool. I am applying tips because I wanted to extend my nail length, because I have nubbins right now, and these are just some tips that I had at home. I am going to use the file that came in the kit to file down that line of demarcation from the nail tip so that you don't see it. This is key, especially because we are using dip powder and you don't want that line to be obnoxious and obstruct yourself from having like a flat application of the dip powder. Now I will say this is my first time ever using dip powder, and I was super excited that this brand reached out to me because I have been wanting to do so for a very long time. So this is the instruction sheet, as I mentioned earlier, with literally every step that you need. And for my overview of the flyer, this seems like a pretty simple process. So, we're gonna get right into it. I'm using one of the lighter, like beige tan colors, and I am going to be applying the base coat here. This base coat kind of acts like I don't want to say glue because I don't want to freak you out, but kind of sort of like that, you know what I mean? And I'm going to apply that in an even layer, and then I stuck my finger into the powder pot and I am tapping off the excess. Because my nails were a little bit longer, I did feel like the pot was a little bit small to do this method. So I will be showing you another method if your nails are this length or longer. But for now, I'm just going to be going in with this first application of the dip powder, applying a very light and even, or not light, but an even coat of the base coat around the entire surface of the nail. So my natural nail and the tip, making sure that I get the sides, and if there's any excess that kind of spills over, I am making sure that I get that up before I dip my nails in the powder. As you can see around the tip, it got a little thick, and again, I think that's just because there's not a lot of room to like really push my finger in. So you want to keep an eye out for that. You can kind of get some of the excess off with the brush that comes in the kit, but this didn't actually pose a problem. Like the additional powder at the tip of the nail, it wasn't really a big issue, especially because I am going to add more powder to the nail, so it's actually going to balance out. But I did want to point that out in the event that you are going for a longer nail like I'm going for in this video. This is what the nails are looking like, and I'm really impressed. Even at this stage, like, they look super good. I was ready to be done just from that, but I wanted to do a little bit more, you know, for the purposes of this video. So we're gonna keep going, and I do put the excess powder that came off from the application back into the pot. So definitely have, like, if you don't have, because the kit does not come with like one of those little like dishes that can catch the powder, so I just put a little extra napkin down so that I can catch it. But yeah, so this is the second method that I'm using, which is just to sprinkle the powder over the nail instead of dipping the nail into the pot. And I really like this method. You will have a lot of excess fallout, but of course you can save it, so it's not a huge deal. And there is so much powder in these pots. They look small, but there is a lot of dip powder here, so you're not really wasting anything at the end of the day. So this is another option for you if you are going to do an artificial nail look like I'm doing. Just go ahead and sprinkle the powder over the nail versus dipping into the pot. I did go ahead and repeat that on all of my other nails, and once it was done, that was how much powder spilled out, I guess, or was left. And so I put that into the pot again, and now I'm going into my little design phase. So to start, it was a struggle because I didn't really know what I wanted to do. So I did like this little swirly line, and my goal was to do like a marble look, you know, hence the title. But I was just like, I don't know the best way to go about this. So I was just like, let me just use the cuticle pusher tool to scoop up different powder shades. And everything was going well until I put that dark powder on, because it is quite dark, and the contrast I wasn't really feeling. So the method was fine, but the choice of color I don't think was too great. But I am going to attend to that later to kind of fix that. This is the second method that I'm going to try to get this kind of like marbled watercolory kind of situation. I'm thinking maybe if I mix a few of the powders in one little thing, maybe I can get the powders to not necessarily mix together, but kind of be distinct enough that they will show up, like different colors will show up on them. I don't know, I was trying something and I'm really not sure of it, so I'm not gonna do it on this next nail. I'm gonna do the first method, which is to take the cuticle pusher tool and put some of the powder in different places over the base coat. And yes, by the way, that's base coat that I'm using to do this with. So I'm trying that again, and I actually really do like this method, so I'm going to do that again on a different nail. Revert to the second method again too, which was mixing all the colors, and you'll see how that turns out on my next nail. What I really loved about the dip powder was that it was super easy to work with, and it allowed more creativity than I think I was anticipating. I thought this was going to be way more complicated. It wasn't complicated at all, but in my mind, I thought that trying to get like a little whimsical design was going to be like a mess, and it actually wasn't. Like, the base coat, super easy to use. It's super easy to apply to. You could probably even use like a detail brush or something like that, or a nail art brush. Pick up some of the base coat with that to get like more detailed line work or stuff like that, and then, you know, sprinkle your dip powder over that. Like, basically the possibilities are endless, so I really love that. And I am going to be adding some of this gold glitter to the nail design. I love glitter, so I was like, why not? And I think this really elevated the look that I was going for, so I was happy about that. Of course, I gotta add some to this thumb, and I did go over that really dark part with some of the lighter dip powder colors just to kind of tone it down a bit. And of course, you can't really reuse any of the powder that fell on the napkin this time because it's kind of all mixed together, so I will be just tossing that out. But in this clip, after I was done, I did go ahead and apply the applicator, which is step 2 in the system. This basically dries the acrylic, because that's essentially what dip powder is. It's just finely milled acrylic. This dries it out so that you can go ahead and file, do whatever you need to do. I did go ahead and file. I'm kind of out of the frame, so I'm sorry about that. But I did file just to kind of take some of the bulk down. Now, I will advise there is no clear dip powder in this kit, so you run the risk of taking off some of your design, some of your glitter, because you can't necessarily encapsulate the nails because there is no clear, but not a big deal. I didn't really ruin the design too much. I am gonna now go in with step 3, which is the gel polish. And now I am going in, as I mentioned, with the gel top coat. This gel top coat was really interesting because you don't need to cure it. You just need to allow it to air dry. And I think the time that they recommend is 60 seconds. I feel like mine's dried in about 2 minutes, but it dried perfectly. Didn't need, like I said, to cure it or do anything, and it was super shiny, so I was very much impressed with that. And that was basically it. I applied that to all of my nails, went ahead and added some cuticle oil that I already had at home, and this is the final look at my nails. I really like dip powder. Like, I think I'm a slight bit obsessed, I fear, because this is so easy to use, and you don't need any like major tools, no e-drill or anything like that. Basically, everything that comes in this kit is what you need, and you are ready to go. So definitely check out AzureBeauty on Amazon if you're interested in this kit. This is the neutral chocolate kit, and let me know how you like this video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for more nail art content, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.